page?
Recording.
Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem. We are now Perek Bet Pasuk Dalet,
Page 90.
page 90 in the Scroll version of the Ramban. Okay. אלה תולדות השמיים והארץ בהיבראם. Right? These are the, what it's translated here, the products, right? Outcome, the products of Shamaim, heavens and earth. Behibaream, when they were created. Beyom, on the day, Asot Hashem Elohim Eretz v'Shamayim, that Hashem made earth and heaven. I want to read another few pesukim because they are interconnected, and we'll see in the Ramban shortly.
Interesting.
כתוב, אלה תולדות השמיים והארץ.
And at the end?
Okay, בסדר. No, technically, ארץ, because it says, ביום עשות השם, מה הוא עשה? Or you want to say, את השמיים, no,
Could be.
בכל,
Let's be accurate.
בכל שיח השדה, and all the trees of the field, טרם יהיה בארץ, before, yes, they were on the earth, וכל עשב השדה, all the herbs of the field, טרם יצמח, before he sprouted, כי לא המטיר השם אלוהים על הארץ, because Hashem did not send rain on earth, ואדם אין, and there was no man at the time, לעבוד את האדמה, to work the land. ועד יעלה מן הארץ, and the mist should come from the earth, וישקע את כל פני האדמה, and will water all the surface of the soil, of the earth. וייצר אדוני אלוהים את האדם, Hashem formed man from עפר מן האדמה, from the dust of the ground, ויפח באפיו נשמת חיים, ויהי האדם לנפש חיה, right? And he influxed, he blew into his nostrils the soul of life, and then he became a living soul. Okay. עד כאן. Let's start the Ramban. אלה תולדות השמיים והארץ בהיבראם. יספר תולדות השמיים והארץ. He's coming to tell the story, yes, of the products of שמיים והארץ. במטר, right, with the matar, with the rain, כן, ובצמיחה, and with the sprouting. כאשר נבראו ונעשו כתיקונם, like it was created and made, right, כתיקונם.
Where's כתיקונם?
As it was shaped and formed, like מתוקן. Now, what is the Ramban coming to tell us? The Ramban is coming to reject the opinion of Rashi. If you look at Rashi, Rashi says, ele, look at the word ele, ha'amurim lemala. So ele is coming to say that this is what happened. Okay? So everything, ele tolot hashamayim be'ibaream, that was said previously. The Ramban, to the contrary, says, ele toldot hashamayim behibaream, yisaper toldot hashamayim, like the outcome of it, right? So according to Rashi, it's referring to the past of what we have seen all the way until now. According to the Ramban, right, it's an introduction for what was about to come, right? Which is all the story of men. So that's the difference between the two. Now, you have here also a few interesting words that the Ramban brings along the way. The matar, it's shamayim, it's the rain. Tzmicha, the sprouting, it's the earth, right? So יספר תולדות השמיים והארץ, the outcome, the produce of שמיים והארץ, במטר, that came from the matar, meaning from the influence of the heaven, of שמיים, which is the rain, ובצמיחה, which is the influence of the sprouting, which is the earth, כאשר נבראו, based on how they were created, נבראו, מלשון בריאה, כן, ברא, יש מאין, ונעשו, like they were made, יש מיש, כי תיקונם in its completion, right? So he wants to say that now we're going to, the Torah is about to resume, to make like a summary of all the creation from the Bria all the way to the Asyan, its tikkun, right? Shamaim through Matar and Eretz through Tzmicha.
Is this Shemayim Va'aretz from the first pasuk or Shemayim Va'aretz from the
Last
Shemayim
pasuk.
Va'aretz?
Well, he went by saying Nivreu, right? That the Nivreu is the Hiyuli. That's of the two. But we're going to see what.
My question is, Stefan, the Shemayim Va'aretz, because there's two Shemayim Va'aretz in.
No, please, Michael.
No, I'm saying the Shemayim Va'aretz in the first pasuk.
No, that's not the Shamaim. That's not the
Shemaim
Shamaim that we're referring
The
to.
Shemayim Va'aretz.
Okay, the Shamaim that brings the Matar.
Okay. And now it's.
Okay. כי השמיים, here, כי השמיים, ייתנו תלם ומתרם. The שמיים gives rain and dew, right? והארץ ייתן יבולה, and the earth gives its produce. נכון? והם קיום כל חי. And these are the two sources of life that allows life, like living creatures, to exist. It's what? It's the rain that comes down, that allows the earth to bring out produce. Yes? And with that produce, living creatures can now exist, eat, and
Didn't Ramban say in the first paragraph that the first trees and the first growth were the earth produced by itself without growing?
So what?
the rain.
What does it, well, but very good, very good. He's going to address that. Very good.
But there's no rain. There was no rain.
That's exactly, one second, but that's exactly, very good. Very good. That's his problem. Because later on, why the Torah needs to tell me that there was no rain and there's no terem yitzmach before it was someach. So the Ramban has an issue. And we're going to see, very good. And we're going to see that also the Ma'amar of Chachamim is a problem. What the Gemara in Masechet Chulin, what, okay. Piano. Okay? The Ramaz, now, the Torah gives a remez, like, right? Behi Bare'am. What does it mean, Behi Bare'am? That's what the Gemara says in Menachot. Behe Bera'am. With the letter He, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. So here, okay, Umipeneze, and because of that, Lo izkir ad ena rak milat Elokim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will only, the Torah will only use the name of God Elokim. Why? And we'll explain it in a minute. Because God created the world with the letter He. Okay?
Say until now?
Until, yes.
Until wasn't that because it was the Vidat Adin, it was the
Yes.
perfection and
Yes,
before
we're gonna,
Adam,
one
was
second,
that
one
an
second.
Elohim, no? Because Elohim had he needed the mercy, no?
ומפורש בכתוב, we have to explain what he means. What is the Behi Bare'am? What's the letter He? What letter does that mean? So he says like this. The Torah is coming to tell us in the word Behi Bare'am. מה שאמרו בה' ברעם, right? that חכמים tell us ברעם. Why? מפני זה לא הזכיר עד הנה. Now look, pay attention. Because of that, until now, we only had the name Elokim. Because of what? What is the Ramban telling us? Because what?
Yeah, because Elohim was doing the Bria.
Yes, but no, man. Because the world was created with a He, right? It's got, therefore what? Therefore, until now, Hashem used the Torah used the terminology of Elokim.
What does one have to do with the other?
Very good. Okay. It's all cryptic right now. ומפורש בכתוב, and it says it's מפורש. ואת כל אלה ידי עשת. He brings a pasuk that everything that was created, my hand did. וכן אמר איוב. He says, מי לא ידע בכל אלה, כי יד השם עשתה זאת. Who doesn't know that everything is created by the hand of God? Okay? What does this pasuk have to do with anything?
Elah?
No. The yad. The yad is the common denominator here. Well, also you have the word ele, but that's not mi bara ele from Elokim. You want to say, but that's not what he's referring to.
Or
He-
to back to the Elah Toldot.
No.
It's related
no.
to Behi Beram or no?
Huh?
Is it related to the word Behi?
Behi bare'am, but what he wants to tell you is that the beri'ah, everything was created beyad Hashem, with the yad of the yad Hashem. And we have to understand what the yad means. Imken, very cryptic. One second, nachat. Imken, there, if so, okay. Tirmoz, right? That's the remez of Beyom Asot Hashem Elohim, right? The pasuk that says in pasuk Ele Toldot Hashemayim Va'aretz Behi Baream Beyom Asot Hashem Elohim. What is the Torah referring to when it says Beyom Asot Hashem Elohim? Lemilat Bereshit. It's referring to the word Bereshit.
That's a whole other problem. So,
Well, once again, why can it be a problem? Do you understand what he said?
but why? So, okay, but if it's part, I have a question.
Okay.
Bria, that according to Ramban, right, is the Huli, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here he's talking about Eretol Shamayim Ba'aretz Behi Baram, but this is the Shamayim Ba'aretz, not the Huli. This is Shamayim Ba'aretz, the physical Shamayim Ba'aretz.
No.
So it's not Bria, it's Yesh Me'esh. But Baram is Yesh Me'ayin.
No.
So how does that work here?
What does he say first? To ask the question, what did he say? Did you understand what he said?
What he's saying now?
Yes. What is the Rambam telling us right now?
He's saying that this whole sentence refers to the Bria that was done at the beginning, but it's going to be explained going forward, no? It's the Bereshit Bara, correct? Yes?
What? Wait, tell me. You're saying something, but I don't think you understand what you're saying. You're saying something. Yes. What does that
Okay.
mean? That's what's Behi Bare'am, right? That we're talking about going forward, right? He's rejecting what Rashi says that it's coming to talk about the past, but to introduce. So if the Behi Bare'am is talking about
Future.
the future, okay.
But
No.
when you say future, but isn't this referring to the 7 days of creation?
What is about to come? Is coming to what are the toladot? What is the outcome of what has been created?
But isn't he saying it's coming all from the Huli? He's saying what to come was created already by that spark.
Can.
And so he's talking about the mist and the rain and the trees under the ground that are sprouting already created.
Ele toledot. These are the toladot, the outcome of Shamayim va'aretz behi bare'am.
These are the outcomes. So it happened.
Going forward.
When is this?
Something
Time-wise?
happened and something is going to be created going forward.
Yes.
Is this so what days is he referring to?
We after. Oh, what?
What days is he referring to?
Oh, very good. That's a good question.
I love you. Chaim.
That's a very good question. That's the key question. Is he referring to the 6th day, or is he even referring to all 7 days?
And this is the whole issue because the Bria for him only happened in the first day.
Can.
I
So
think he's
it's more-
referring to all of them.
But
Yes.
sorry, but the Bria for the
Let me. Okay. So you're touching to something, but you're going in circle. You're saying something, but you're not pinpointing the.
what I'm trying to figure out is which time is he referring to?
What?
I'm trying to figure out what time is he referring to.
I just told you it could all be. There's a machloket. Is it referring to day 6, and that's exactly Rashi, right? When he says ha'amurim lema'ala, which lema'ala on the 6th day, right? Of Yetzirat Adam and the sprouting of the dish, the eretz. What?
But-
What no? What
But
no?
what does it? The Shemayim Ba'aretz wasn't, even if you say, forget about the Baram ve'asiya, let's assume that we.
But why do you focus now on the word?
Ere toldot Shemayim Ba'aretz bi'Baram,
Okay. According to Rashi, there was Bria every day.
right? But
No.
when did they Bria Shemayim Ba'aretz?
It's irrelevant. It's every day different. On every day, you had a different Bria. So according to Rashi, Be'ibaream, of whatever was created on the sixth day. What? Yetzirata Adam, that there was no rain, that the earth had this, everything was under the earth, and it had to sprout, and there was no Adam to pray. That's very good. According to Rashi, it's perfect.
So what's the chidush?
Oh,
So Rashi's saying that this sentence is about the whole 6 days.
no, it's about the sixth
Sixth
day.
day. Okay.
Whatever happened in the past happened.
No, he's saying that this is this. Rashi's saying that it's the 6th day.
On the sixth day, whatever happened, I'm going back now. I said about Shabbat. Now I'm going back to what happened on the sixth day.
No problem. And Ramban is saying-
Oh, the Ramban says different. The Ramban has the problem. What's the problem with the Ramban? The problem of the Ramban is that there was only Bria on the first day.
That's what I said. That's what was the question.
Ah,
Because it said Bria is all
and everything emanated from that.
One day.
So Yesh
One-
Me'esh.
That's what I said.
Once again. Okay. That's number one. Number two, according to the Ramban, like Zach said right away, all the trees sprouted instantly. So we have a problem now with all the psukim that comes and tell us that it didn't grow because there was no rain, and there was no rain because there was no Adam. So the Ramban has problems.
Did Ramban say that they spread out or they were just
Yes.
there under the
No.
They went all the
The
way.
Ramban says that
Rashi said it was under the
correct,
no?
correct.
Okay.
That's what Chazal say.
Chazal,
That's
okay.
but yes. So now the Ramban has a big problem that he has to address. But the Ramban, I think, learned his pshat not only from the other psukim, but from this pasuk specifically. Why? Because look at how the Ramban brings you two psukim with a key word, and in that word is hidden the secret of the hidush of the Ramban.
What's the word?
Yad. What does those two pesukim from Yeshaya and Eov have to do with anything?
That's done.
And then he tells you, because of those two, if that's the case, tirmos, the remes, there's a remes here to what? That the words beyom asot Hashem, on the day that Hashem did, is really referring to the word Bereshit. Now, I'm going to try to ask you to try to go backwards and refresh your memory. What now we need to dive a second into the dimension of Kabbalah that the Ramban has taught us in Maasei Bereshit. What does the word Bereshit refer to in Kabbalah? In which Sephirah?
Probably that's not new level.
Come on.
It's not Keter. Keter is the quotes.
The word Bereshit, the word Reshit, do you remember? Come on, guys.
A year passed, Rabbi.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But we were trying. What did we need in order for the creation? The Ramban says,
Something to receive it.
yes.
The vessel.
Well,
Vessel at the bottom.
no. Malchut,
Yeah. Okay.
right? What does and if you do you remember that the Ramban addressing this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bobby cheat. Malchut.
Nachon or not?
I'm looking for it.
Ine.
Which page?
Attends. So first he says, when he talks about Reshit, or in the beginning, Kavanatam zo shemilat Bereshit of Chazal, right?
Page. What page?
21. He's referring to the ספירות שנברא, כי בעשר ספירות נברא העולם. ורמז הספירה נקראת חוכמה שבה יסוד כל. השם בחוכמה יסד ארץ. And then he goes on to tell us that, oh, come on, where is this?
That's not can.
that the word Bereshit, yes, in order for the creation to take place, he had to create a vessel to receive spiritually. What was that? That's the Sfira Asiriit, as he calls it, okay? Which is Sefirat HaMalchut. Now, Al Pi Kabbalah, so you know, Yad, who is the Yad? Who is called the Yad in the Sfirot?
Moshe. Hashem, no?
Yad? Hashem?
Moshe.
What do you mean Moshe?
Isn't Moshe? Oh, I'm thinking more in terms of your.
No, that's Moshe is the Yarech. There's Netzach. No, the Yad, not Mitzad Chasadim. Yad is referred to the Malchut. Why? Because what does, how do you make an action? With your hand. How does the Sfira turns into an action? How does it went through Malchut? Right? So the Ramban tells us something crazy here. He says like this, Ele toldot hashamayim v'haaretz behi bare'am. Right? Now, behe bera'am. Right? Here he wants to introduce, says that Ele toldot, right? We're talking about the future. Behe bera'am, with a bria of a new hay. That's what the hay is small. And which is that hay? That's the hay of the Malchut. Why? Listen. Beyom asad Hashem Elohim eretz v'shamayim, referring to what? To Bereshit. Right? So he wants to say the following. That in Bereshit, the world was created with what? What we said, with the Chokhmah. But for everything to happen, he needed the Sfirat HaMalchut. But the Sfirat HaMalchut is hidden at that point, right? Because the word Reshit is what? Is the Chokhmah. So when does the Malchut, the Briat HaMalchut becomes relevant? With what is about to come now in Ele Toldot. And that's the Behe Bera'am.
Okay,
So
explain.
he creates the world, and then he creates the item,
A vessel
a vessel to then,
that will
I don't want to say create, to do things, to make things happen.
to make things happen.
And when was that created? Also
What?
is day one, no?
What?
The Malchut.
But now it's coming
hidden.
into, exactly. But now it's coming into action. Now there's that Bria is coming to fruition.
When is now?
Now that with the Toldot.
When is
The
that?
Toladot that he's about, that the Torah is about to do.
Shishi?
No. Again,
When? Specific in the timeline.
forget, we're after Shabbat.
After Shabbat.
We're
Next week.
no, we're not after Shabbat. Yom Shishi. Not after Shabbat. Yom Shishi.
So explain. So one thing I didn't understand: how is the Behibaram
Yes.
connected to the Yad? What's the?
The He. Okay. Mechila. Right. He. In the Yud Kei Vav Kei, you have two He.
Yeah.
Yes. You have two He. Behe Beram with the He, which is the last, the small He. That's what the Behi Baram is. Why
What's the
written
last
with
one?
the, because it's written in the small. You have a big He,
Okay,
which is the first, which is the Ima.
okay.
Okay. And then Yud Kei Vav Kei. You're asking questions and then you want answers.
No, but you
That's-
see
that's-
that we
get
know.
lost.
We
So
accept more. Nobody
Yud
knows this.
Kei Vav Kei. Yud He Vav and He. Right, is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yud represents Chokhmah. The quotes of the Yud represents the Keter.
Yeah.
He, it's the Bina, okay, which is called the Ima Ilaha, the Ima. The Vav is the Zer Anpin. Okay?
What's Zerampin?
Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. That conglomerate of
The whole item.
and the last He is Malchut. Okay?
So now,
So you have a big He. The first He is considered the big He, which is the Ima. And the little He is the Malchut. So says, why does the Torah write Behi Bare'am with a little He?
okay, now it's easy to understand.
Now, to tell you that now HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to use the little He, which is the Malchut, to create.
לעשות.
Huh?
לעשות.
No, once again. And that, no. And when all that, that the Toladot of that He of the Malchut that was always hidden that we spoke about, Yeah, is coming forward. But when was the hay created? Beyom asot Hashem Elohim. When Hakadosh Baruch Hu beyom asot, and that's what he says. Im ken irmaz, that's in the word Bereshit. You understand? So until now, what?
No, it's good.
Until now, that we only had the first hay, and the first hay is who? The Imailah. Is the Bina. What's the name of the Bina? Of the name of Hakadosh Baruch Hu? Is Elokim. Right? So throughout the creation until now, which is on the sixth day, right before at the creation of Adam Arishon, all we have is Elokim. Right? That's referring Beyom Hashem Elokim Eretz Vashamayim. Right? That's it says the Ramban. It's that the words Beyom Asot Hashem Elokim, right, is referring to the word Bereshit. And the word Bereshit, right, it's what? It's the Sfirat HaChochmah that empowered now the creation, Bereshit bara Elokim, the Bina. And now through the Bina, everything will be created. Through the Shem Elokim. Yes? Until what? Until what? Until that little hay, which is the Malchut, will now start coming into play, if you will.
And that's why he used Adonai.
Huh?
That's his Yutei Vav.
Oh, no. Because Hashem, the Yud Ke Vav Ke, זה חוכמה. Okay? Yud Ke Vav Ke זה חוכמה.
Okay.
That's the Chasadim. Elokim זה Bina.
Yeah.
Right? So he wants to tell you that at the time of creation, the word Bereshit, where you had in it the Chokhmah, that created the concept of Malchut, right? That's the word, that's the key word of Bereshit. Yeah. At Beyom Asot, when all that happened, right? That little hair was still waiting. When will it come? Now you're going to see the power of the hair that was created, the power of creation of the hay, that was itself created in the word Bereshit.
And they
Is Hashem Elokim any transition from Hashem to Elokim, or no? That's just
No, there is, because now.
No, you said there's a transition, but is that meant in this?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, because the word Bereshit, from these words, B'yom Asot, Hashem Elokim Shamayim va'aretz, right? Look, he uses like this. I know it's very cryptic, but and I need to explain myself better. We have keywords that need to be understood. We have the Ele we explained, the Ramban. We're not going backwards, we're introducing. Okay. Then you have Toldot HaShamayim v'ha'aretz, Behi Bare'am. So we have the problem of the little hay that needs to be addressed. And the word bara, like Michael said. Then he says, Beyom Asot, Asiya. But Asiya, it's not Bria. Nachon? Asiya is Yesh Miyesh.
is
Right,
doing
you have two things
doing
going on.
something
here.
now, not
Yeah,
creating.
yeah, and yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but that's why he said. Look at the Ramban in the beginning of what he says. Yesaper toldot hashamayim ve'aretz, right? Bamatar in shamayim and tzmicha in haaretz kasher nivreu v'naasu. You have the bria and the asiya. You have the baream and the ose.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Asiya is coming after Bria?
בטח. עשייה זה יש מיש. בריאה זה יש מאין. Now,
I have on this.
What does that mean? Yesh me, yesh me.
With-
when you create something from something else,
What's ayin?
ayin is emptiness, nothingness.
But let me ask you, there's a different chidush. When you hear chidush, Rabbi Mar chidush. Shamayim va'aretz, the first one. Why can't the first Shamayim va'aretz be baram refer to the Shamayim va'aretz of the Bria, which is what he's saying, and then the second one refer to the physical Eretz b'Shamayim, because he also there's no idea, and there's he changed the
Very
direction.
good. Very good. Okay. Good.
יכול להיות, לא?
Yeah. נכון.
Because that aligns with the sentence.
Yes.
I think yes, you just told me so.
No, it's very good. Okay. But what is he coming to teach us?
No, this makes sense.
What
And
is-
it's Toldot Hashem Bahi Ba'am that you're saying that the whole thing with the hay that's hidden in the Bria of Shamayim V'Aretz, which is the Hiuli of the original Bria, because there was no Shamayim V'Aretz physical then.
Ken?
ביום עשות אלוהים, אדוני אלוהים את השמיים ואת ארץ ושמיים, which is ארץ ושמיים, that was the actually עשייה in the sixth day or the 6 days, whatever you want to get.
No, but that it doesn't say. It doesn't refer to both of them.
But I understand, but I'm saying if you read the sentence and you read it looks like it is referring to both of them because the Yeshua Bria v'Asiyah. And the Bria is only day 1, according to him, and Asiyah is day 2 to 6,
Ken?
right? So in his logic, the Asiyah of Aretz v'Shamayim should be the physical Aretz and physical Shamayim where you have clouds, and Toldot Hashamayim v'Aretz is the Haya Yediyah of the original Shamayim v'Aretz, which you don't have in the other one.
Ken? And therefore?
Therefore, the Asiyah that he's referring in that second half,
Pshat is perfect. Your Pshat is very good. It's very good. It's very good. But the Ramban is saying something right now a little bit different. It's saying because he's saying that Beyom Asot Hashem Elohim is referring to the word Bereshit.
but there's no Asiyah in the sheet.
I understand.
He said that there's no Asiyah.
Because the word Asot, yes, Beyom Asot is the of Eretz v'Shamayim, yes, is not going back on the Eretz v'Shamayim of the physical, but on the. That's what I'm saying. Trying to explain that the focus and the center of this pasuk is the he of the word Vehi Bare'am. That is the Malchut, and that's what he's focused on. So he's coming to tell you that we're introducing now what the Malchut is about to do. That was created, and when was it created? It was created in Bereshit. Yes, but the He was not created from Bria. It was created from Asiyah because it came from the Chokhmah. So the Malchut cannot be Yesh Me'ayin. No, you're getting excited, but you're not listening.
I heard you.
No, you didn't hear.
But if you look at the words, look at the words.
I missed this.
No, because if you look at the words, and again, I'm not trying to dispute that Ramban here,
Yalla
but I'm sure the Malbim agrees with me. Look at Eretz v'Shamayim without Hey Yediyah is how he calls Eretz v'Shamayim in Pasuk Yud.
Yes, okay, but
it's the physical Eretz v'Shamayim. Haaretz v'Hashvat.
Al pi Pshat, you can be right, but that's not what the Ramban is saying.
But how can he say that there's a Asiyah in the first day? He contradicts himself. He said there's no Asiyah in the.
He's not talking about the first day or the last day or the middle day. He's just focusing on the Malchut. He's telling you that when the Malchut was created in the word Bereshit, and that was not the creation, that was the Asiyah, because the Malchut comes from the Chokhmah, right? It's the last Sfirah, so it cannot be Yesh Me'ayin. It's only Yesh B'Yesh, right? Now it's coming to tell you that power still has a Koach HaYetz Abri'ah.
So he's saying that the Malchut is Yesh Me'esh?
Ken.
Okay, that was not fair.
Listen.
But if it's created on day 1, it's Yesh Me'esh also?
Yes, because it's a Tolada of the Chokhmah. It's the last Sfirah. It's the last Sfirah. Now, but yet, the Ramban has a problem. And what's the problem of the Ramban? Is that we like he said, it was when Hashem created the trees were already out there. Yes. So what do you do with that? So the Ramban has to create a new Bria, okay, in the word Behid Bare'am, that comes from the He, which is the Koach HaMalchut, right? Which is what is Malchut? We said the Yad. What is the Yad? Is the Asiyah, is when you do something, right? You actually take an idea and turn it into action.
So you're saying that
You
Ramban
create
had to
something with
create a Malchut to justify what was then happening to make this all work.
Correct. And what is the Ramban going to? We have to read the Ramban. What is the Ramban creating? What is the Bria that he's going to introduce? I'm going to tell you now, and then we'll see it inside. The koach of tzmicha. That trees were created, but they didn't have in it the power to reproduce itself.
Aha.
So yes, they were on top,
Aha.
but there was no tzmicha, there was no power to go on. Meaning those trees would have died if it was not for, and that itself is a bria. And where did that bria come? That bria came from the malchut. And why the malchut? Because what is the purpose of the malchut? Is to create with an action. And that's exactly what the tzmicha is to create, to bring out something. How do you bring out your potential? Through an action. So the hay now created the bria, the power of the hay was injected in the creation for now the trees to start reproducing against themselves. And that's how he solves the problem that he's stuck in. Okay, now let's go inside.
And that happened, the
my God.
introduction of the, no.
On the sixth day,
On the sixth day.
when Adam
Sixth
Arishon
day.
was born.
Who's on first?
Let's go inside.
Well, I thought we were inside.
No.
First.
They call Siyach Hasadeh. Now, we're
Where are we?
Page 92.
92.
What's
they
the
call
page?
Siyach Hasadeh.
Yirmiyah Ba'aretz.
Okay. Now, I made the
Well,
introduction.
there's another problem,
Oh my gosh, we didn't even start. There's a problem. What problem?
because what you just said contradicts what.
Oh la
what-
la.
The Yirmiyah Ba'aretz.
Now all the trees.
But listen, no, you want contradiction. You don't even read the pasuk. You already find contradictions. Al dat, listen, v'chol siyach hasadeh, terem, before, okay, yeh ba'aretz, before it was on the earth, before all the trees of the fields were on the earth, okay, v'chol esev hasadeh terem yitzar, before it someach, ki lo imtir Hashem Elohim, right? So, על דעת רבותינו בבראשית רבה, בשלישי עמדו על פתח קרקע הארץ. They were all on the earth waiting to come out.
Yeah.
ובשישי צמחו. On the sixth day they blossomed, they sprouted. לאחר שהמטיר עליהם, after the rain came down. And when did the rain come down? When Adam HaRishon prayed for the rain.
Yep.
That's Chazal. That's Rashi. Okay? For according to Rashi, it's perfect. We don't have any issues. It fits the psukim. It fits everything. Ve'al dati, but however, according to my opinion, says the Ramban, kefi apshat, according to the pshat, ki b'shelishi, on the third day, hotzia haaretz esev ve'etz haperi bekomatam ve'tzivyonam. They grew, they came out of the earth. Kasher tzuvta bahem. Why? Because there was a tzivui. Hashem says that the earth should produce. They have to produce. What do you mean? Give me a potential. Who cares about the potential? That's not the production of that's not the Retzon Hashem. So it had to be produced. That's on Yom HaShlishi. ועכשיו, now on the sixth day, יספר הכתוב כי אין נוטע וזורע מהם. You cannot sprout, you cannot plant anymore. There's nothing, it's like nice buildings. והיא לא תצמיח עד אשר עלה עד. When will the tzmicha come? Only if there is ed, there is the cloud, right? ממנה וישקע אותה. So the earth have to bring down like humidity moist. The moist will go to Shamayim, will consolidate into the cloud. The cloud will create water, and the water will come down, and that's how the tzmicha will happen. ונוצר האדם העובד אותה לזרוע ולנטוע ולשמור. And man was created for what purpose? To do exactly that, to repeat that. וזהו טעם השדה. Now he's becoming technical. That's why the word says שדה, right? Why the word שדה? שדה is a field. שלא אמר שיח האדמה. Why didn't he say שיח האדמה, right? Of the earth.
מה זה שיח אדמה?
Siach is the bush of the earth.
But you have to work the field.
No, a field is filled with trees. If you don't have trees and you don't have vegetation, it's not a field. It's adama. So he says, 1 second, why the Torah addresses v'chol esev hasadeh? What is sadeh? There's no sadeh. There's adama. According to the midrash, according to Rashi. The pasuk just said, "V'chol siach ha'adama terem yeh ba'aretz." Why does he say Basadeh? Because there was a Sadeh, there was a field, there was a garden that was filled. That's the Ramban Shitatot that we learned in the past. כן? כי המקום הנאבד ייקרא שדה, אשר תזרע בשדה, ולא נעבוד בשדה ובכרם. וזהו תשמישו של עולם, שנהיה מאחרי and that's the purpose of creation that came after the 6 days, שנהיה מאחרי ששת ימי הבראשית והלאה, from the 6th day on, כל ימי העולם for the rest of creation. כי בסיבת העד, because of this moisture that's going on and creating how you call it, a cloud and water, ימטירו השמיים, now the rains will bring, the sky, physical sky will bring rain, ובסיבתם הארץ זרועת הצמיחה. And now the koach tzmira, there could be tzmicha. So until now, there was, listen to what he's saying. He said it's because there is now a air that's coming out, right? Now there's moisture. Moisture goes makes cloud make rain. Rain comes down. Yes. Now there could be tzmicha. That means until now there was no koach tzmicha. There was no essence of tzmicha. That's the hidush of Behi Bar Rebam.
Questions?
Okay.
Okay, so it says v'kol siach hasadeh terem yeh ba'aretz. But again,
if you say the word terem, I'm going to get very upset. You mixing. You want to make a chulent out of fish. It doesn't work.
I didn't think about that, but I know you're saying that. That's what I wanted to say. Terem, because you're referring to
the terem that we learned this morning.
But no, that's not what I meant. Right. But terem, the translation here is not yet. So he's saying
before.
Okay.
Before.
Now that all the trees were not yet on the earth, and all the, let's read in English so we don't argue about the words. And all the herbs of the field not yet sprouted. But according to what the Ramban says, there was siach in the sadeh.
Exactly. No! Listen to the word. No.
V'kol siach hasadeh terem yeh ba'aretz. The translation is there was still not any siach, any bushes. V'chol efes hasadeh terem yitzmach, and the esef still didn't grow. Okay? Ki lo imtir Hashem Elohim. It should say kol siach hasadeh yeh ba'aretz v'lo yitzmach.
Why?
Because he's saying that it was there and it didn't grow.
There was no neti'ah. And that's the siach hasadeh, that's the trees. And there was no tzmicha, that's the esev hasadeh terem yitzmach. The koach tzmicha and the koach neti'ah, that's what he's referring to.
Sadeh is the key word.
The sadeh is the key word.
But not trees of the sadeh, because you can't have a sadeh if there's no person to work it.
Siach hasadeh is what?
Trees of the field.
But it says terem yeh ba'aretz.
No, again, v'chol siach hasadeh. No, before it had the power of it. Look at what the Ramban says. Okay. You cannot bring out anything from it.
Yes.
So he's telling you what he's introducing, which is we're going to see at the end, because the pasuk, we're cutting short, but the reality is that pasuk vav zayin chet are the explanation to pasuk hey.
No, I understand that. What I'm trying to understand is his thesis is that the trees were there, everything was there, it just wasn't growing. He didn't turn the switch on.
Correct.
And now he turned the switch on with the hay of the malchut. Yeah. Okay, we got that. But if that's the case, why would he say that there was still no siach hasadeh? It should have been. It was just not growing, like he says in the second sentence.
Siach you had, but siach of sadeh you don't have. The siach of a sadeh is asiyah, is avodah, is what you produce. If it was, he could have said v'chol siach terem yeheh ba'aretz.
Right. Okay.
Siach hasadeh is the siach that serves the purpose of a sadeh, and this there was not.
I got it. So siach hasadeh is a product of avodat haaretz.
Of the sadeh, the siach of the sadeh. Not if it was only siach, you're right. Then it's a good question. But the fact is siach hasadeh, and that's the key word, like Zach said, that the Ramban is focusing on. So from there you learn That what? That there's no the siach of the sadeh, that of the purpose of the purpose of the siach of the sadeh was not there. And what's the purpose of the siach of the sadeh? To create, to be worked, to produce.
Got it. Okay.
The koach hatzmicha, the koach hanetiyah, that there
So
wasn't.
it's a sadeh that
It's very deep. It's very amok what the Ramban is saying. The Ramban took the word sadeh and ran with it all the way. Okay?
But even this is on day 6.
Yes.
But back then, no,
Day 3. Day 3.
there was still the zera, right?
Yes.
Creating the trees with the zera.
No. Read carefully. Read carefully what the Torah says there.
Esav Mazria Zera,
Nachon.
8 spears of Kulino, Asher Zarovo al Haaretz.
Nachon. But what came out? What came out?
The Desha,
Deshe.
ותצא הארץ, נו,
Esav Mazria Zera,
כן,
8 pri Osef pri Limino,
Fruit trees.
Asher Zarovo al Haaretz.
כן,
But let's say Aretz Desha,
Oh.
Esav Mazria Zera Limineo.
yes,
The 8 Osef pri Asher Zarovo Limineo.
כן,
Looking Kitov.
So
Okay.
it's missing the
So what does it have? It has זרעו,
Yeah.
כן? But where do you see there the כוח הצמיחה?
Right.
The fact that it has within him
But it already, on day 3, it already has the
the
potential.
potential, but yes,
It
but the
doesn't turn on.
power to turn on it didn't have. The tzmicha itself it didn't have. The netiah itself it didn't have. Meaning, if you would have taken
And that's not the potential of the tree, that's the potential of the earth. Right? The tzmicha is.
correct.
It's-
It's together when it's together.
Together.
It's together.
Because
It's
the
together.
man couldn't work it.
And it says the Ramban. This is exactly the bria. Yes, that the behe bera'am. That's what that of Chazal is talking about. Ze ma shehu bara. He created now the koach hatzmicha. Yes, that was missing for all that zri'ah, the peri, to come and become. And how did he do it? He created a mechanism.
So why didn't Hashem create the man first?
The man was created last.
I
of
know
the
that.
creation.
But you're telling me that the Hashem created the man to basically take the underpinnings of the field and to grow it. Why didn't he just put the man first and then put the stuff there after?
because we're the most important thing of the creation.
כן, וחלתו של עולם, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Why didn't הקדוש ברוך הוא create Shabbat first if it's the most important day?
I don't know.
Because you
That's not logical.
To climax to the end.
That's not logical. Creating a man first is logical.
No.
Create the man.
but from what?
Did you
From what?
create
But
all
from
these
what?
things?
No,
Did
from
you
what?
create all
From
these
what
things?
was made? No.
But
From created the world for the men.
Yes.
created the world for the man, right?
Yeah. So, Betzalel, when Moshe came to him, Moshe told him, Hashem said, yeah, you have to create kelim, and then you have to create a mishkan. You have to create the menorah, the mishkan, the menorah, the shulchan, and the mishkan. Betzalel told him, listen, I think you're I think you're mistaken. Didn't God tell you to create the mishkan and then the menorah and the shulchan? He said, how do you know? It's like usually when a person first he buys a house and then he brings kelim into the house. You don't go buy kelim and then you buy the house.
Right.
That's exactly the point. First you create the house, the olam, and then you bring the kli, which is the kli Adam Arishon.
So what's the answer? So Moshe
Oh,
was
Adam
wrong.
Arishon's the clean.
Yeah, they can do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What? That's
So
it.
Moshe was wrong.
Hakadosh Baruch Hu took away. Yes, Moshe was wrong. Yes, he missed. He was wrong in the way he conveyed the message to Betzalel. Okay. You're getting a kick that he was wrong.
What? No, I'm just.
Moshe was wrong.
That's for sure.
No.
So now the Torah will come and give us the mechanism, yes, for that bria of the little hay, yeah, to come into action. What is that mechanism? It's the next 3 pesukim, okay, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do because it's
Well,
very
yeah.
intense. Again,
He doesn't explain the idea of it.
the what?
He doesn't get the Yale. I'm saying he doesn't have.
Wait. Yeah, no, but that's, 1 second, but that's part of the mechanism. Because he says like this, Ki lo imtir Hashem Elohim et al haaretz. That's one part of the mechanism. Ve'ed ya'alei min haaretz. That's how the rain is created from the ed. Okay? Ve'ishka et al pnei, sorry. Ki lo imtir Hashem Elohim al haaretz. And how will there be matar? Ve'adam ayin. Okay? Stop. And what is man going to be his work? La'avod et ha'adama. Okay. The ed ya'ale min haaretz v'yishka. Now, when he's going to work the land. Then ed ya'ale al haaretz min haaretz v'yishka al kol penei ha'adama. Okay. Now, okay. There's no Ramban, no, because he goes on with the vayipach ve'apav. Okay, and then he's gonna backtrack. Vayitzer, that's a okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vayitzer Hashem Elokim. Now we have Hashem Elokim. No. That's a real Vayitzer Hashem Elokim. That's a real. That's not referring to the word Bereshit. Okay. Et ha'adam afar mina adama. Right. ויפח באפיו נשמת חיים, ויהיה האדם לנפש חיים, right? קיבלו נושרים and he came out. Okay. Well, this is heavy. I mean, I don't know if okay. We can
Like
try.
everything else is not heavy.
No, meaning we can.
Let's start next time.
As we,
No, because you gotta get into it and go with it. An hour to
Sorry.
2 hour item.
This is a good hour at least. Maybe we should pause here.
Okay.
Then. Yes, I think maybe we should hold on here. Yeah.
So we're in Vayipach?
Ken. Yes.
So
Ken, I think it's best because we're going deep into the Soda Neshama, what the Yesod of Bina, what is Emet, which is Zeir Anpin, and the Pe, Emet and Emunah. Yes, I think there's also very heavy Kabbalistic concepts here. So I think it's best that we address it best, not Hashem next year. Say there.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
That's-